And we're coming at you live from the Roosevelt Center in Topeka, Kansas. I am Roger West with TPN News. Tonight, you're joining us for the final congressional debate between our remaining two candidates. To my left, I have Councilman Caleb McLeod, and to my right, I have Mayor Joe Lombardo. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Let's get started. First question is for candidate McLeod. Saudi Arabia is an important strategic partner of the United States. Like Chinese authorities, Saudi leaders have carried out human rights abuses and persecuted their critics abroad via transnational repression. What more do you think the United States could do to hold the Saudi government accountable?
Well, that's a difficult question, really. The United States needs to strike a careful balance between maintaining strategic partners and upholding human rights issues. Now, the Saudi Arabian government is an important ally to the United States, but that does not mean that the United States should forego its responsibility to uphold human rights.
Second question is for candidate Lombardo. What's the best form of protest?
America is a country built on the back of protests. Some would say it's a God-given right. Now, I'm all for freedom of expression.
Very well spoken, Mr. Lombardo. Next question is for candidate McLeod. The deregulation brought about by the Telecommunications Act of 1996 led towards the consolidation of media programming to expand broadband internet access. In Section 253, removal of barriers to entry, subsection A, prevents state or local statute or regulation to prohibit any entity in providing any interstate or intrastate telecommunications service. What specific reforms do you think Congress should consider to ensure that the telecommunications sector continues to serve the public interest in the 21st century? Please provide detailed examples and evidence to support your position and discuss the potential implications of the proposed reforms on consumers, businesses, and the overall economy.
Well, I don't see how the American people want to know about my stance on the Telecommunications Act.
They do.
The Telecommunications Act of 1996, look, I'm a believer in a free market system, but I do understand the importance of regulations in preventing monopolies. Now, I don't have the bill in front of me, so it's difficult for me to...
All right, that's your time. You didn't answer the question, minus 2 points. Candidate Lombardo, what is the greatest problem facing the American people today?
That's a great question. Now, more than ever, our country is divided. But there's one thing that can bring us all together as Americans. We love dogs. I know I love my dog, Oreo. Now, call me old-fashioned, but I think we can bridge this divide.
Where's this music coming from?
Summer days, apple pies, that's what I'm all about. That and the Second Amendment.
Candidate McLeod, this next question comes from Twitter. The End-of-Life Opinion Act, enacted in California in 2016, which allows terminally ill patients with 6 months or less to live to request and receive a prescription for medication to end their lives peacefully. This legislation has sparked intense debate about whether euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide should be legalized more broadly. Proponents argue that such laws provide a compassionate option